Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the officials for match number 41 of the boys division. First referee, Rolly Casillan. Second referee, Larry Escorial. Let us now meet the starters. First for the Far Eastern University Diliman, Baby Tamaraus. Middle blocker number 3, Vir Molina. Another middle blocker number 4, Soy Rebusquillo. Outside hitter number 8, Kyle Tandok. Opposite hitter number 10, Amit Bituin. Setter, their team captain, number 11, Rods Duots. Another outside hitter, number 12, Luis Miguel. The starting libero, number 9, Ed Alabar. Coaching the Baby Tamaraus is RJ Del Rosario. It is now time to meet the starters for the Ateneo de Manila University Blue Eagles. Setter, their team captain, number 8, Gian Bahia. Middle blocker, number 10, Juancho Abad. Outside hitter, number 14, Ken Nicolas. Opposite hitter, number 15, Miguel Turquesa. Middle blocker, number 16, Jaco Avila. Outside hitter, number 17, Jedrick Disperos. And the starting libero, number 9, Mon Verdos. Coaching the Blue Eagles is Raymond Babes Castillo.
We're here in the Adamson University Gym. First game in this quadruple header for the boys as we check out the regular troops for Coach RJ Del Rosario. Molina, Tandok, Duot, Alabar, Bituin, Miguel, and Rebusquillo will start us off for this match as we head on over to the Blue Eagles. Nicolas, Turquesa, Abad, Avila, Bahia, Nisperos, and Burdos for Coach Babes Castillo. Now, Abad is starting for Ateneo, whereas it was Ron Castro starting in their last match against the UST. As we see Miguel Turquesa on your screens, a graduating member of the Blue Eagle squad. Thank you so much for joining us. We're in San Marcelino, Manila, over on the Pilipinas Live app as well, and live in the UAAB Varsity channel. We've got set 1 action for you. Boys Volleyball Tournament. 4-game slate for today, and we started off with FEU Diliman Baby Tamaraus against the Ateneo Blue Eagles. Jedrick Nisperos will do the honors for this Tuesday morning. First ball there by Kyle Tandok. Luis Miguel! Cross-court hit. Luis Miguel is someone that Ateneo needs to watch out for, especially if when he gets his heat and spark going on, when he has momentum on his side. We have Rods Duo, team captain, with that service. A shank by Burdos makes the ball sail outside. Coach Babes Castillo here in the sidelines. It's 2-0 with Rod still serving. Help from the net there with that serve. Bahia goes to Nicolas. Luis Miguel again, a cross-court attack for him. Catches the left corner in the Blue Eagle side of things as we check him soar in this replay. Three to 0. Bahia goes to Nicolas. Amit Bituin will get a point here in the first set. Duot will continue to serve. Bahia goes back to Ken. Amit Bituin with that quick attack. He pushing the ball to the other side of the court. Look at that reverse set. As Rods Duot connects with Betwin. Bahia, Ken Nicolas just pushes it over. They go to Vir Molina. Good first ball there by Berdos, but Ateneo unable to get that second ball. Look at this replay. Coverage there by Ateneo. Rods Duhot with that service, and he gets an ace. With a 7-0 on our scoreboard, this will trigger an Ateneo timeout. We'll be back with more action. Amit Betwin, the player of the game in their previous matchup against NUNS, sweeping the team that beat them in the first round in 3 sets. Berdos there right on time. Looks like Rods Duot is targeting Pax, but a substitution in the libero side of things. DM Lunar comes in. Turqueza unable to put that up as Rods Duot will get another service ace. Look at that replay. The composure of Rods Duot on the service line. As he serves once again. Good first ball there by Lunar. Ken Nicolas sends it over, but that one sails right outside. Ten serving 0 in the early stretch of the first set. An ace again by Rods Duot. Now we see a couple of substitutions on the side of Coach Babes Castillo, letting different players as well as Santi inside of the court, and Lucas Garcia. Something that I learned anchoring with UAP analysts is that when you come from the sidelines, you get a different perspective on how their opposing team moves on the court. Hopefully these fresh legs for Coach Babes will trigger a spark for the Blue Eagles. Luis Miguel soars. Same cross-court attack from Luis Miguel as his other 2 points in this set. Rods Duot again with the service. Single hand set by Garcia, but he goes over the middle line. The point will go to FEU as we check it out in a closer angle. Garcia crossed that line. Good first ball there. Garcia goes to Santi. Reverse set to Betwin. And Ahmet utilizes the hands of the Blue Eagles. That block sailed outside. It's 14-0. A scramble on the side of the guys in blue as Rods Duot gets another service ace. Coach RJ Del Rosario letting his troops do their thing. Good first ball there. Reverse set. They go to Turqueza. Amit Betwin makes a way and that lands inside. Amit Betwin attack. Catching the line. It's 16-0 as we're in the middle of the first set. Service ace by Rods Duot targeting Pax Berdos. Rods Duot, continuous serving here and consistent for the FEU Baby Tamaraos. A block there by FEU. But Ateneo needs to capitalize on the connection that they have here. Opportunities rising for Ateneo. They just need to follow through. Rods Duot with an unofficial count of 8 service aces. Almost half of the score that the Baby Tamaraos have right now. Santi will attack. Too strong for Santi, and this will cue a timeout from Coach Babes Castillo. (20-0) on our scoreboard. A lot of that has to do with the aces of Rods Duot and the attacks of Amit Bitwin as you check them out on your screens. It's been a pleasure seeing the connection of Duot and Bitwin, and Ateneo on this side of the court will attack from the pipe. Reverse set to Amit Bitwin. Again, powers through the block of the Blue Eagles. But something that I observed during that timeout is Blue Eagles encouraging one another in the camp of Coach Babes as we check Amit Bitwin fly. In this replay, Garcia with a difficult set. Turqueza tips it over. Ball is still alive. Turqueza tries again, and that attack, that save and coverage rather by Rods Duot sails onto the ceiling fan, meaning that's outside, and this is the momentum that Ateneo can take advantage of, create a run, and Coach Babes here encouraging his team. Juancho Abad with that serve a while ago. Nisperos with the first ball. And a net touch called on Ateneo. Luis Miguel steps to the service line. 22 serving 1. Jedrick sends that over as a chance ball for FEU. Tandok. Rods goes back to Kyle Tandok, and a net touch on the Ateneo side of things. But in the high school division, something that I got from talking to the coaches is this is their chance to really learn the foundations of volleyball so that when they step onto the seniors rank, they elevate the play. As FEU Baby Tamaraos are at set point. 24-1 here. Ball is still alive. Dig there by FEU. And the ball is inside with that push from the guys in yellow as we check out the winning play here. Luis Miguel saw a scramble in the front part of the Blue Eagle side of things. Took advantage, no one there to cover in the back line of the Blue Eagles as we check out the highs in the first set. Amit Bitwin just doing his thing as Luis Miguel found spark plugs as well throughout the set. Vir Molina is someone that we have yet to see catch fire here in this game, but the playmaking of Rods Duot confusing the Ateneo side of things. But what we like about Ateneo Blue Eagles is that they continue the demeanor and keep the energy up, encouraging each other. It's a grassroots program, and we still love to see them grow throughout this entire season. Let's see if they bounce back in the second set or if FEU Diliman will get another one under their belt here in the UAAP Season 86 Boys Volleyball Tournament. We're here at San Marcelino as we witness the second set of FEU Diliman going against the Ateneo Blue Eagles. Coach Babes Castillo looks like he's giving specific instructions to his team as we check out the starting lineup for the second set in Coach RJ's side of things. Ramos here, as well as Nakor to start off in Coach RJ. Cedric Kalimlim as well, and Tyler Ramos. Brixland Dicho will serve as we check out the players here in the Ateneo side of things. Diego Avila, middle blocker for Coach Babes Castillo. On the floor, Jedrick Nisperos as well. Gian Bahia will continue to set for them. Miguel Terqueza, Ken Nicolas, and Juancho Abad for the guys in blue. We start off the second set here as Ateneo is up by one. FEU rather is up by one set. Ateneo looking for a bounce back in the second chapter. Brixland Dicho will serve for our first time here. And we'll start the action as our first referee will call the whistle. Berdas with that first ball. Gian Bahia with that set. That's double contact on Bahia. Coach Babes Castillo, what we love about him is he continues to set the energy for his squads, coaching the girls and boys division of the volleyball tournament. Tyler Ramos will set this time to the pin. And the point will be awarded to the Blue Eagles for another double contact on this side of the court. Juancho Abad will serve for the Blue Eagles. Landicho goes to Nakor with that back set. And Mark Nakor gets their second point on the board. He'll serve here, one of the graduating members of Coach RJ's crew. Ken Nicolas with that powerful attack, read well by the towering blockers of Tyler Ramos and Keith Pangilinan. FEU towering over the Blue Eagles. Ateneo needs to look for a different opportunity and a different strategy against this tall squad, especially that they're in the third rank in our standings. I'm talking about the Baby Tamaraos. Jedrick with that over receive. Ateneo needs to get ready here. Berdos with a shank. And Cedric Kalimlim will get a point here in the second set. Quick set and attack there. They go to Tyler Ramos this time. Good first ball. Berdos will set. Coverage by the Blue Eagles. They try the other side of the court. Landicho with a difficult set over there. Coverage again by the guys in blue. Longest rally so far. Tyler Ramos will send that one over. Ken Nicolas attacks though to the net. But a good showing here by the Blue Eagles, able to cover and anticipate the attacks of the Baby Tamaraos. It's 6-1 here in the early part of the second chapter. And that down the line attack by Cedric Kalimlim earns a second point for him. Mark Nakor on the service. 7-1. Back set and attack by Turquesa. Nakor with a soft touch. Apologies, that was Cedric Kalimlim to get the 8th point on the board as we check it out closer. Over the hands of the double blockers. Found an opening in the Ateneo side of things. And Mark Nakor garners a service ace. This will cue a timeout from Coach Babes. On our scoreboard as we check out the replay that sent us to that timeout. The Coach Babes really using every opportunity that he can get to talk to his players and encourage them. He isn't a stranger to developing teams, part of NUNS, and developed great names in volleyball today. That service goes out. Point goes to Ateneo and Turquesa with the service. Nandito to Pangilinan. Look at it. Look at it in this replay. As he will serve here in the second, it's 10-2. An ace there by Keith. Let's check it out once again. Jedrick unable to put the first ball up properly. But Ateneo will have another opportunity as the point will go to the Baby Tamaraos. Double contact for the Ateneo side of things. Another ace though for Pangilinan, doing well on the service line. It's 13-2. Good first ball there by Berdos. Ken Nicolas gets a point on that board from that attack. Ten-point lead as Ken Nicolas has an opportunity to create a run with this service. And Dicho goes to Ramos. Tyler Ramos a while ago in the front line as we check out this replay. Landicho utilizing him in the front as he serves. Coverage there by Ateneo. They push it over. FEU has a chance here. Good save there by the Blue Eagles. Jedrick Nesperos. Point on the board. Let's check out that attack. Diego Avila with that service. Quick set and attack to Nakor. Tyler Ramos with the first ball and Dicho this time. Choosing Cedric Kalimlim with a cross-court attack and the unofficial count for him. It's 3 points here in the second set. (15-4). It's an ace for the Baby Tams. 16 serving for here in the second set. Ateneo in their ready positions as Cedric Kalimlim jump serve, but that one catches the net. Gian Bahia on deck to serve, a team captain over here. Down the line attack. Net touch by the Blue Eagles. These net touches have been detrimental to the Blue Eagles squad. They have to watch out for that. Giving points to their opponents in the Baby Tamaraws. Good first ball there. Quick set and attack to Abad. Look at that replay. FEU unable to anticipate that one. The attack came from the middle in the Ateneo side of things as Jedrick Nispero serves. Attack from the back, Tyler Ramos. Landicho now on deck to serve. It's 18-6. Ace there for Landicho, doing setter duties here in the second set. First ball from Ateneo has been a struggle for them. And as I say it, Bricks Landicho gets 2 aces straight. Now, Coach Babes will call a timeout off of that FEU run. We check out the replay that brought us to the timeout. It's an ace by Landicho, 2 back-to-back aces. Targeting Burdos there. And another ace for Bricks Landicho. FEU wants him there on that service line. Take advantage of his serving prowess as he's on a run. Bahia goes to Nicolas. Landicho to Nakor, and he gets a point. Look at this replay. Garcia comes in to set for the Blue Eagle side of things. Landicho with a service ace run for the Baby Tamaraws, but that one sails outside as Garcia comes in for Coach Babes Castillo. Fresh legs here for the Blue Eagles squad. Juancho Abad to serve. Set to Mark Nakor is good. Let's check it out in this replay. He has an unofficial count of 4 points in this game so far. And we're seeing a different arsenal of players from Coach RJ Del Rosario here in the second set. Tyler Ramos with that adjustment midair. It's set point for the Baby Tamaraws. Mark Nakor with that jump serve. Too strong though for the Baby Tams, and Ateneo has a sigh of relief. They get their 8th point. Turquesa. Landicho to Ramos. And Ramos gets it off of a tip. He bags the second set for the guys in yellow. Let's check out that attack. Look at him go. Brings his hand under the ball to tip it over to the other side. The Blue Eagles unable to anticipate that one. Tyler Ramos, one of the players with a variety of scoring abilities as we see him in this replay. Cedric Kalimlim, though, also another player that the Baby Tams can rely on. Jedrick Nesperos and a couple of players on the side of the Blue Eagles, like Ken Nicolas as well, able to contribute for their squad. They'll have to tighten things up as we head on over to the third set. Also, as we saw in that replay, work on the first ball for the guys in the blue. But it's good to see that, you know, encouragement and motivation is still on the side of the Blue Eagles as we check out the score. 25-8 in the second set, and we'll be back for the third chapter.